Leave alone that even if we go down that line, that it is against integration, that it is a false accusation. Why? Because how many people wear niqab? Even if all Muslim women start wearing niqab, the percentage of Muslims in this country is 3 to 4%. Half of them are Muslim women. Half of the half are young, or more than half are young. And more than half of the half are old people. So they are not interested with them. We are left up with maybe 1 out of 1,000. Let them not integrate, so what? This is one thing. The other thing, have you read the guidelines by the Judicial Advisory Body about niqab? What is, where are the sisters who was dealing with this issue? What is called the guidelines? That they allowed, in these guidelines, they allowed Muslim women to wear niqab inside the court. Maybe the sisters will give you the link. They are really very good guidelines. And they are coming from a pure justice. And they were looking at it without being influenced by the agenda of politicians. In those guidelines, they said, in many cases, we don't need to see the face of the woman. If she is a witness, if we could recognize who is she, then khalas, that's it. If she is coming as a guilty or as a victim, then in some cases we may need to see her face, but we can provide certain premises for her to feel comfortable inside the atmosphere of the court. And then they said one important thing. Really, I like that. They said, actually, in order to encourage women to integrate and to come to the court, we need to let them feel free to practice their religion, so they become more confident to come to the court. So as if they are saying, if we want more integration, then we should encourage them to wear this niqab. And actually, let me tell you something. Now, if I travel with the sheikh, and my wife is covering, and his wife is covering, my wife and his wife will feel more comfortable to travel with us, because I will feel that he is not staring at my wife, and he will feel that he is not staring at my wife. I feel this with sisters. When sisters come with questions, and if they are covering, they speak to me more confident than sisters uncovered. Sisters uncovered, they stand here, I stand here, I start to avoid looking at her, she stands here to avoid looking at me, and so on. But if she is covered, she will speak with full confidence. Leave alone, sisters, the precautions of uncovering the face. And unfortunately, I have seen myself, and I witnessed this, and I ask all of you whether you have witnessed this, and I guess most of you have witnessed that, is that the issue of loose hijab, and the issue of losing hijab in general. It started with uncovering the face. So the sisters start by uncovering the face, and then later on they found that, well, this hijab is too loose. Let us have it little bit tight. And this is very dark color. Let us have it little bit fancy color. And then later on, let us have some adornment on the hijab. And then later on, we ended up with sisters, when they wear this hijab without the niqab, they are more attractive than sisters without any kind of hijab. Is that true or not? All of us witness this. And even many brothers, many times, they said, Ya akhi, wallahi, sisters with hijab, in many cases they have more fitna than non-Muslim sisters. We avoid to go there because there is more fitna. And as someone said, sorry to say this, he said, Ya akhi, imagine a white face surrounded by maybe a very dark color, that face will be like the sun shining in a sunny day. It will be very attractive to look at that white thing. Okay? So the spirit of hijab was lost. How? Gradually. We left niqab, let us leave this, let us leave this, and so on. And we ended up with, even other than that, many sisters now wearing very tight clothes, very tight jeans, and wearing the hijab. Even now they are putting makeup. And they consider this as an Islamic hijab. Now, just to conclude, sisters, and to be honest even, we tolerate sometimes, and especially in this country, many times actually, we tolerate that sisters do not wear niqab, do not put niqab and do not cover their face. Especially when they are newly practicing sisters, and especially when they are new Muslims. We tolerate that. I myself tolerate that many times. And we also tolerate that actually we recommend sisters sometimes, like I personally recommended the sister in having the problem in High Wycombe School, to remove her niqab, because she took the school to the court. And I recommended that she doesn't do that, because at the end of the day she will lose. But if she removes the hijab, the niqab, as a result of a court order, it will be a precedent for other schools to ban sisters from wearing the niqab, and this what has happened. But if she voluntarily from the beginning stopped taking the school to the court and maybe reach to a middle ground with her school, then most likely the school will tolerate a level of that. So in that case, I recommended for her to tolerate a level, because that is a single case, and we do not want that single case to cause bigger harm on the whole Muslim community, and at the end of the day she will lose. These are exceptional cases. But apart from that, why not? Let us encourage it. And even from the issue of da'wah, believe me, the non-Muslims, when they see sisters wearing niqab, this niqab triggers so many questions, and they will start asking them, why are you wearing this? Why are you wearing this mask and hoodie and these things? And even then you can start a dialogue with them. And this happened many times. And sisters, the last thing, we should differentiate between something that they don't like and something some dua unfortunately these days don't like, and something that is problematic and something that is un-Islamic. Yes, they might not like niqab. Some Muslims might not like niqab, but this is their own business. But this is our religion, and this is an Islamic thing. We need to practice it, and we are proud of practicing this. And it doesn't cause harm for the society, so why are you worried about it? Yani we are, as the Sheikh said as well, they allowed women to walk in the streets half naked. And they don't think that this is causing any disturbance for anybody. And they tolerate that. So why don't they tolerate it for sisters wearing niqab? She is a law-abiding person, and that's all. You cannot compare it to the hoodies, as they say, well, okay, in terms of security and other things. You cannot compare it to them. So what's wrong with that? Why don't we advocate it? And these guidelines issued by this judicial body can be used profoundly, and can be used as a precedent to encourage other bodies of the government to follow them. And I really thank them from my heart for these guidelines, because you feel that there is a sense of justice in these guidelines. They are not biased against the Muslim community. They are not biased against sisters who are wearing niqab. They are not influenced by hidden agenda as the politicians are influenced by hidden agenda. And they are talking about it from a very objective point of view.